And all right, well, welcome, everybody. It is Saturday, September 6th, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, or whatever time it happens to be where you are because you are watching us right now. Welcome to Ask Us Anything. And this is where you get to ask us anything at all. In other words, it could be Robert, it could be Matt, it could be myself, it could be Jody, it could be Karen, Kevin, and Lisa, or Shauna, I'm sorry. Just anybody. If you have a question, this is where we open forum and we talk one-on-one. So, thank you all so very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. If you want to engage, and Robert will start everything off here in just a moment, we'd ask that you raise your hand or pose the question in the chat. Very simple to pose the question in the chat. That's very simple. You just type your question in the chat and then we will read it on your behalf. But we also like to engage like we are right now, just talking to each other. So the best thing to do is put your cursor in the middle of the screen where you see my face. On the bottom, some buttons will appear, one of which is raise hand. Go ahead and click on that button, and then we will call on you because we will see a little note saying you want to chat. So that's how simple it is. And we appreciate that you are with us today. And let's go ahead and get it started. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Robert Hollis.
Thank you, Craig, the hostess with the mostest. And for those I didn't get to do a shout out to, Sarah and Kevin. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sandy, Michael, Arthur, Tom. Of course, Corky, Melody, Scott, Bill, Lisa Marie, Jody, Kevin, and Shauna, and Karen. And of course, Ezra, and my son that's holding my precious godson there, grandson. So anyway, it was really funny that what we were talking about before we started the recording, because the thing that I have to share with you is, what are you excited about? So somebody that, for those of you that were on before we press record, pretty interesting. It's like, what are you excited about? Now, the reason I bring this up is there was something that really, really nailed me this morning in my quiet prayer time, and all of that. And it's just simply this one phrase. Well, I guess it's more than, I'll just say the phrase. It's like, there's this phrase that I used to use all the time is, what are you up to? What are you up to? And you put in a lot of emphasis on the word up. And so there's two groups of people in the world. One group of people are for something. They're very excited and they're for something. And then you got our other group that is against everything. Just let that play with you a little bit. Because isn't it hilarious that there's this group out there that no matter who says what about what, they're against it. They're against it. They totally are always against it. So it's pretty interesting that the world is filled with these people. So if you're a delusional and you're excited and you're for something, it always feels like the majority of the world is out there trying to slap you down. So, we've been talking about a lot during this week about that word delusional. So we got people that are delusional, and I'm one of the most delusional people I know. Isn't that crazy? It's like, so when you tell people, hey, I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to have this happen, and then I'm going to do this, and that. And the majority of people that listen to me, including my wife, including my sons, are like, geez, come on. And so this delusional person that's excited and keeps going for things, I heard this phrase years ago, you shoot for the moon and you land on a skyscraper. And so the thing I want to ask all of you is, like, when I remember going to my very first training and that had to deal with personal development, The very first thing that they said is the first thing you got to do is be excited. And I remember like me, I know you know none of you believe this, but if you knew me before I met someone that taught me personal development, um, I was an introvert. If you seen me out and about anywhere, I was the person that was usually by myself. That's it. You guys know any people like that? So when I met my mentor and he's saying, Robert, very first thing you got to do is be excited. You know what my first response was? I don't know if I can be excited. And he goes, well, run around your house a couple of times. That's what he does. He goes, before you connect with anybody, run around your house a couple of times. And I was going, I don't get it. And he said, well, you might not be excited, but your voice will sound excited because you'll be out of breath. It's like, hey, Kevin, man, I got something to share with you. And so I really think this is a very important topic, and I'm not going to talk long about it. But if someone asked you, what are you excited about? So I find it very not by coincidence that people that got on before we recorded, that they were able to take the energy just a total opposite way. And I was going like, man, I was just thinking about this, and I'm all excited and I'm ready to share this. And then all of a sudden, hey, Robert, can we talk about this? See, my first response is no. That's my first response. Is why would I want to talk about anything? If a person is no longer on this planet, I just want to talk about all the happy times I had with them. That's all I want to talk about. And so all I want to talk about is, how happy, in celebration. It's like, so I'll say this out loud and don't get mad at me. If you expect me to show up at your funeral and the people that you put in charge are not celebrating you and throwing a party, I'm not showing. I'm just telling you. And it's like, yeah, it's crazy. So when someone was first telling me this, right, I want to share something with you because I remember when my mentor shared this with me. And, so people would ask Mother Teresa all the time. They would go, can you rally? Can you rally against us, against this? We're going against this. We're going against war. We're going against this and injustice. And oh my God, against this and against this. And she said, I will never attend an anti-war rally. If you have a peace rally, invite me. Now, how many of you people know when I first started sharing this, people were going like, wow, what if I could always come from that mindset? Always come from that mindset, that heart space, that soul space. Because how many of you know people that can find a problem with every solution? You guys know what I'm talking about? It's like, well, let me play devil's advocate. You know what I mean? And so I really realized when I met my mentor and he told me to, read The Greatest Miracle in the World, again, thank you, Mary, is when I wondered why he wanted me to read that book. And again, I'm telling you guys this, and I know that you don't believe me, but I was that devil advocate guy. I was that guy that every word that came out of my mouth was bitching, complaining, whining, blaming. I mean, I was one of those people that if Shauna came up to me and said, Robert, how's it going? She would have wished she never asked me. So Don't you guys find it interesting in the world right now that you see people that are for something and people that are against something? And I just ask you, does this mean that you don't complain? I'd make you a challenge. I'd tell you straight out, try not to complain, bitch, whine about anything for any period of time. We all know people that couldn't make it an hour, right? There's some people that could make it maybe a day. But why wouldn't you keep extending that? So I really, really nailed myself on this because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm human. And I find myself listening to the wrong things, watching the wrong things, and I immediately turn in to that message. You guys know what I'm talking about? So if I'm watching something and everyone's bitching and complaining about something, it's funny how fast I'll share that with somebody else. So if words are things and thoughts are things, you know, and by your heart, that's where you are. So you think it, then it comes from your heart, then you say it, and then you attract it. It results in your actions. And so I don't think I've ever shared this message before because I then thought, wow, when I'm going out there and I'm sharing with people, hey, listen, would you be interested in getting involved with a community of people that just love up on each other? They're there to support each other. And it's like, how easy is it to find a group of people that just want to crap on everything? Huh? And I guarantee you, a person that loves crapping on everything and saying negative about everything, then all I'll leave this part with is, again, being delusional. Because the thing that I find very interesting is that the people that are always against everything also don't have any solutions for anything. So they just go, listen, this is bullshit. This is wrong. This shouldn't happen this way. And if someone stops them and goes, well, great, can you tell us what you would do? Well, I don't know what I'd do, but I just know that this is not supposed to be this way. Holy cow. You really say that out of your mouth so a whole group of people can hear it? This is wrong. 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 Well, what would you do? I don't have a freaking clue what I would do. I just know this is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. So it used to be, regardless of what I'm doing in life, I always got these people that immediately want to tell me that I'm doing the wrong thing. And then I go, well, listen, if you ran into a broke auto mechanic that was on workman's comp, and his whole life he was actually having awful thoughts about not living anymore, and someone asked me to meet a guy, I met him, and he changed all my feelings and thinkings and viewpoints, changed them all instantly. And it was easy for him to change it because I had come to a place where I humbled and surrendered, and I knew that I put myself into all those bad situations. So I listened and applied what he shared with me, and my whole life turned around. And I'm thinking, what would you have done to a 27-year-old that was thinking about ending his life, that lost everything, lost his identity, lost everything? What would you have done for me? And people go, I couldn't have done anything for you. But the person that did help me, that allowed me to become the person I am today, is doing the wrong stuff. Don't you guys find that just bizarre? So the thing he told me is, he said, Robert, I'm telling you right now, if you don't find a way to believe in yourself, know that you're a miracle, fall in love with yourself, and then you can't work on your imagination to be excited about the future that you're going to have for you and your family. If you don't work on that, then nothing else is going to fall in line. And now all of a sudden I get hit with this word called delusion. I'm I'm delusionally self-confident. I have believable delusion about my abilities and my skills to help other people. And when you know that you're for something, then it's easy for me to sort people when I find the words that they say immediately out of their mouth is they're against something, including them. That's when I hear right away, I go, if this person won't read this book and change, it's like, well, I can't do that because I'm not technical. And no one likes me, and I don't have any friends. And to be honest with you, I suck, and I don't look that good. And I can't speak to people, and I can't use social media. And I'm going like, man, this person is definitely against something, and it's them. So how can I be for you if you're against me? How can I be for you if you are working against me? Because you believe that you can't do anything. So that's all I got to say today. As Forrest Gump would say, that's all I got to say about that. Right? It's like that's all I got to say about that. So yeah. So let's get into the Ask Us Anything, and I'm looking forward to helping each and every one of you. And I don't even mind at this point if that question was brought up, because now that I'm excited and I'm looking forward, I could tell you exactly what we should talk about.
There we go. All right. Well, this is your chance, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'll just remind you, Jody, you're coming up because you did exactly what I'm going to explain. She raised her hand and she will interact with us. So, very simple to do. Put your cursor in the middle of the screen where you see all these lovely pictures of people. Then on the bottom, you'll see a raise hand button. Click on that, and then we'll call on you. So, Jody Falcon. There you go. Let's go ahead and get you going. Unmute yourself and please share.
Good afternoon, all my favorite delusional peeps. I feel so at home and so welcome.
That is
Finally.
No.
Party's
Oh my
Uh-oh.
God.
Uh-oh. We have an invasion of the Terry.
here. Yay!
All right, I'm going to show everybody on the screen the gallery as soon as she sits down really quick.
Wow, she was just out hanging out with her best friend, so I didn't expect her to be here at all.
She had to do ones at work.
All right, give it up for Terry Hollis.
The queen of delusion.
Yes.
Crazy.
The delusional queen. That's pretty funny.
For me.
Oh, so I have one, maybe two short questions.
Sure.
Do I understand correctly that Ask Us Anything is open to everyone, not just unlimited and not just imaginators?
No.
Yeah,
No.
you just heard. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's what I was thinking. People can do a 7-day trial and get involved with Ask Us Anything. Yeah.
Okay, so they need to be members of your school.
Members of members of Unlimited Wisdom. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because I just did my daily video like about a half hour before we got on. And in my closing, I was saying, oh, I got to hurry up because blah, 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 this guy, Robert Hollis, and I'll put the link to his school in comments. I almost put the link to the Zoom.
Yeah, yeah. Let's
Okay.
let's make everyone part of the community. So that's a
Okay,
great
gotcha.
question, Jody.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
Well, not only
Toodles.
thank you for wanting to promote what we're doing. I mean, I love it. So thank you very much for wanting to promote it.
Oh, that's the least I can do. I mean, seriously. Good Lord. Oh
Any
my
other questions?
goodness.
Whereas that was two of them right back to back.
That was it. Thank you.
Jody, I love you. Have a
Back
great
to my
Saturday.
delusions.
Okay, who's next?
Wow.
What's so funny? Yeah, I'm eating candy corn.
Yeah,
Aw.
there's well,
I'm
candy
eating
corn.
chocolate
That's not
covered
yet. I
daisy.
mean, soon. I will take you up on the candy corn because I definitely am looking forward to that.
It's out there already.
It is? Okay,
Oh yeah.
well,
Wow.
Peeps are out there.
She's my
peeps are out there. Candy corn will be out there. Okay, well, you know what? It's interesting because now Halloween stuff is starting to appear in the stores.
Yep.
is
So,
Corky taping his mouth shut, so he's gonna ask when we start when you get around Christmas instead of Halloween. It's like,
Corky's like, get that holiday done
yeah.
now.
Go ahead, Lisa Marie.
All right, Lisa Marie, let me give you an unmute and go ahead and please share with us.
Hey guys. Okay, just a quick question on how to get people to feel more comfortable posting in our community. Because, and I've noticed this on everybody's, that, we're all posting on unlimited wisdom, right?
Right.
And so, how do we get our members to feel comfortable doing the same thing?
Um, the only way I know to do that is to lead by example. That is everyone always wants to know how can you get another human being to want to do something, and that's pretty funny. Is our
Okay, but
mind
let me tell you another part to this. So that's exactly what I was doing. Okay. And leading by example. So, and I noticed a few people did on mine. Terry did. I think Jody did. Melody did. You guys are super awesome. So I did go into a couple of groups and left something that I thought was appropriate for their group. But I felt like I was stepping on waters I shouldn't step on. So,
interesting?
because, I didn't know if that would offend people or I
What?
just don't know, but I did it anyway.
Why did you
What?
post
What?
something?
Listen, Lisa Marie. Lisa Marie brings up questions that we all have, so that's why I love her questions, right? It's funny. I seen a post today that I thought was like one of the favorite posts of I've seen in a long, long time. And the guy was basically saying, again, if you're going for something, right? If you're worried about offending a group of people that are in a group or are following you, then you're doing the opposite. See what I mean? So what you're doing is you're actually wanting a group of people not to be offended by who you really are, Lisa Marie.
And that's on them.
Yeah, so being a people pleaser is not going to be. So me, I would post and if I posted and then the person told me that they didn't like that my post or even blocked me, now I just sorted myself.
Deuces.
See, I not only don't sort I also sort people, but I also allow people to sort me.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I'm not offended at all.
Yeah.
And so, now that Terry is like, I don't know what would be the word.
Offensive? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, she's definitely offensive to people, but it's like
I appreciate
I
that.
don't I just don't want to create a culture where people feel like they can't be themselves. I'd rather people be themselves than, and that's why I even brought up this subject, which I'll go into deeper tomorrow, because um, me and Eric Markman were talking about this. See, there's a whole group of people that are believers in something, and they really think that their goal in life is to make you feel stupid for not believing like them.
Right.
All right. And
Yeah.
I'm just saying that my beliefs are, love yourself like you love others. So if I do or say something that would offend somebody, then that's their problem. They need to learn how to deal with it. And I'd rather them just tell me, I'd rather them just block me and not try to change me, because they're not going to change me.
And it'll eventually sort itself out.
Right.
Right.
And the other thing, Lisa Marie, I know I've shared this with you before because I still do it. I'm a human being. But
Mhm.
it is hilarious that we spend most of our time wondering why people are not doing things that we would expect them to do or want them to do, instead of just finding the people that would do that.
Right. Gotta
So
find it.
So you build a community. Now we got like 119 or 120 people, and you still can click on the leaderboard and see that 38% of the people are still in level one.
Oh,
And people would
wow.
go, well, what the F do I have to do to get these level ones to go to level two?
Do more.
Uh, I will just lead by example and get the count from 120 to 220 to 520. And
Yeah,
guess what? The more people I add to the group, the less people that are actually doing something.
this is
See,
true.
so you go from 100 people to 1,000 people, and now the number's higher. Now you'll see that 60% of the people aren't doing shit. It's
Well, you know what?
and
Basically,
it
I
makes it
just
very discouraging, Lisa Marie, if you focus on the wrong thing. But all I got to do is look at the leaderboard instead of looking at how many people are level one and level two. All I got to do is look at the other part of leaderboard and see that Melody Riva was the first to hit level 8.
right,
Now I
right.
don't know. I don't know what she would do. I think Scott. I don't see Scott on here, but Scott said something that he said a goodnight message in Unlimited Wisdom community because he knew the Night Watcher Melody Riva was watching.
She is quick. She is on
But
top of it, boy. Ain't nobody gonna ever pass her, not even you.
yeah, yeah, and so she beat me to level 8, and so yeah, I think that some of you would know this, that when we started in MDC 7.5 years ago, it was because of the people that we had, but it was Melody's actions that actually took our group and exploded it.
Mhm.
So some people reached out to 2 people, and Melody reached out to 4,000 people, and then she went to Diamond. That's the position today, and made 10 grand. And then there was a lot of people that wanted part of that. You know what I mean? So, but the majority of the people are still the majority of the people. You got to just love up on people and allow them to do whatever they do. The biggest thing I don't want to do, Lisa Marie, and we got to really focus on this. I got to focus on this, is that I'm looking at people inside Unlimited Wisdom, and my thoughts are that I love that they're there, even if they're spectators, even if they get one email a week and show up on one of our videos.
Right.
You see what I
Mhm.
mean? I want to treat everyone like I'm just very, very happy and gracious and grateful that they're here.
Mhm.
And they don't need to do something to be a part of the family. I mean,
Right.
how many of you have families and you're still feeling obligated by your family that if you don't show up and do something, being obligated to show up on the holidays, that's what we're just talking about. So I hope that helped, Lisa.
Yeah, for sure. I just got to be me and the hell with
Yeah.
everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Well,
don't get me wrong. If I was in somebody's group I'm not going to be a hijacker either. You know what I mean? So if I seen
Right.
and felt like the group was going a certain direction, I wouldn't go in there and hijack a post or do a post that would go totally against what the person was trying to accomplish.
Of course not. I would never ever do that.
I wouldn't.
No,
I know you wouldn't either. But you know,
no.
that would definitely be a definition of a troll, wouldn't it? And it's like that person deserves to be kicked out. But you know, sometimes what's that saying? You know, I always hear the things that we learned when we were young. If you don't have something nice to say nothing at all.
Exactly. And I feel like I am showing my support for them
Yeah.
by doing that. If I'm going to post on your community, I respect these people and their communities. Why would I not do the same for them?
Amen. Yeah. It's like that little
Yeah.
thing that we say all the time. If I was going over to somebody's house and the person came out and I didn't know them and they go, "Hey, listen, I know that you're a dog lover, but this couple just lost their dog." And you're going to see dog pictures everywhere. I know this might be difficult, but maybe not just bring up, I see you got a golden. Where is it? That's
Mhm.
going to change the energy. I can be aware enough not to bring that up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, well, screw them. I'm a dog lover, so I'm going to talk about dogs anyway. It's like, come on, you know? But Lisa, your heart's golden, so you'll be fine.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you too.
All right, Lisa Marie, thank you so very much. Let's do that. And wow, we got a couple of people here. We got Coach Bob with his
Right.
hand up, Tom Booth, but Sandy Baker, she is next. So, Sandy, go ahead, unmute yourself, and share with us, please.
Hello, guys.
No.
First of all, Melody, I love you to death, but will you please let me just catch up? Every time I comment, boom, 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 I'm like, girl, I can't keep up with the notifications. All right. My question is, I love posting. I love posting my witchy woo woo on your page. I love it a lot. My question is can I post something in there and then say for more information, link it to my community as long as I'm not selling on that post?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my question. I just wanted to make sure.
If you guys want to tell people what you're doing on your school, I'm all for it. What I'm not for is if you are using unlimited wisdom to promote your business opportunity or products.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I want unlimited wisdom not to, again, I want it to be about all of us being better human beings instead of being a sales place.
Okay. All
It's like
right.
I have to consciously every day when I get on new videos is going, I'm here to share something that people can get an aha moment about that they can change and make their lives better instead of trying to teach them skills to sell something.
Gotcha.
Got it? And so
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. I love your posts. I love your
Thank you.
posts and what you're doing. And so yeah.
All right. Thank you. That was my question. I just didn't want to overstep.
No, thank you for asking that. Lisa Marie asked that in Q&A. And you guys posting what you're posting in your group and then sharing it in limited wisdom. I in a blink of an eye, I would like to see 1 million active affiliates and unlimited wisdom. And out of that was I don't know, 10,000 other schools that had hundreds of thousands of people in them, just the ecosystem
Hmm.
of people were hitting all these schools and we're all loving an unlimited wisdom, but an unlimited wisdom is building all the schools. Sort of honestly what school did. I want to replicate and will replicate where you go to school and they got 172,000 communities and 15 million people doing 1 billion. Why not be the largest ecosystem inside a school?
Got it.
Yeah. So perfect, Sandy. I love you.
Thank you. Love you.
You bet.
Sandy, thank you so much. All right. Let's go ahead and keep things moving. Let me, let's see, do that and that. And let's see. I think, oh, Tom Booth. There you go. There you are. Yes, I saw you raise your hand and wave. Hello. Go ahead, open up, and please share.
Am I unmuted?
Yep.
You are. Hi, Tom.
Oh,
How are you?
hi. Hey, I just haven't been on for a while, and getting used to school. It was kind of another social media thing to figure out. I can't get rid of the little screen. Let me see. Wonder if that'll go away.
We can see and hear you perfect.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
you just muted yourself.
Can't hear you.
You muted yourself.
Unmuted.
There you go.
Are we good? Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to. I really didn't per se have a question. I just wanted to say how nice it is to see everyone, see my friends, and hear people, and the shining faces, and the positive community, and it's a beautiful way to spend some time. I can't always jump on, but I haven't been boycotting it. I think I was confused. School. I finally created my own page. It's going to be about music or something, but I have a plan for it. And then I'm on a real estate investment one also, but that's different. And so it seems like everyone is using school. So
Yeah, yeah, I would just say again, just do your best, Tom. I really want this community to be about, it'd be like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but is there a certain time that you always are live on Sunday when you're playing for the church?
oh well, if they want to hear me, so our service starts around 11 Central Time on Sunday. And I usually, have like a prelude and a couple of hymns. And if people want, I don't always post on, but sometimes I just do. It's I don't know.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
playing. You want to watch
Hey,
it?
I'm not trying to add another thing to your deal, Tom.
No, and there's no charge. You just come on.
I love jumping on it, and it's a blessing for sure.
Maybe at some point I'll start putting on. I'm thinking about doing it in my vocal practices. My kind of exercise routine, and like how I go about learning a piece or overcoming the challenges. And certain pieces have certain challenges. They don't just fall in your lap. The audience thinks, "Oh, you're so talented." Yeah, well, we worked up to it.
Yeah, that
And
would be that would be cool to watch. That would be me. I'm very, very watching human beings do anything above average is just exciting for me. So that's why when I watch you play, which is I wouldn't even know how to describe it, but it just seems to me like to be an old organ.
well, it's an older style, and I think that organ's about 25 years old, and but it's a really good one. So it's kind of easy to manage. And I started very young with
I
piano and
see
the
some of
organ.
those ones that got like this, and then they got like this, and then it's got like this, and
It's
Tom's just jamming away on it,
it's
man.
it's like driving. It's I just know where everything goes. And even the same like with singing, because I had first of all I had such a tremendous mentor at school that he just emoted. He was one of the great singers of the century, but he just emoted things, and I could just absorb it, like his vibration,
Yeah,
instinct, and it just elevated me and has given me a path. And at this point, I can share that with people who want to learn, but a lot of them, I don't know, they don't have the drive or the instinct or something.
yeah,
But I went there for that because I knew I had like, okay, I have a big hole of all these deficiencies. Here's a guy who really does all the things that we need to know. And I was just like a sponge,
wow,
and it just worked great. So I picked him out. I went there to that school
it
to
sounds
work with him,
familiar.
and I told him if I didn't get him as my teacher, I wasn't coming.
Yeah, it sounds. It does. Seek and you shall find, right?
That's just I was, grace of God. You always have to not forget that for one
Right,
thing. But there are other things like you have Arthur on here, who's a brilliant trader, and I'm not. I'm like
right.
in preschool. You know, he's a professional. I'm a preschool guy, and there's some things, just like math things which you're really good at, and then maybe even just working the internet. I'm getting better at figuring it out. You have to but some people are just like a snap of the finger.
Yeah.
And a lot of the organ stuff, they could give me any hymn in the book. I've never seen it before. I can play it at sight with no problem because they're easy.
Golly.
Now, some of the pieces I could not play at sight. I'd have to like dig through them because there's some pieces, for organ that are very complicated. Like building a rocket or something.
Well, I tell
But
you inspire me,
it's fun. I love it. That's why I do it. But it's just great to see all the diverse people here, and like Corky and like Karen and so many others and Arthur's and just Bill, Bob, Coach. I haven't caught Coach Bob for a while.
I'm learning a lot from Coach Bob. I get on there, he's coming up next, but I go to his his school, and I'm like seeing him picking out all these NFL things, and I'm going like, man,
I have to sign up on some of these guys. I'm just getting used to it. I mean, there's a whole new skull. What is this?
Yeah, it's I'm having a lot of fun with it, and Lisa Marie is teaching me something every day, and she's got, Freddie fixing stuff. So I love what each and every one of you guys are doing. It's really cool.
I don't know who has the biggest heart, Lisa Marie or you, but those are the two of you, the two biggest hearts.
Robert, your camera just went off.
I have.
Oh, there you go.
All I did, maybe this is a gesture for shutting camera off, because that's all I did.
Anyway, I'll get off. I see we have some other people.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah. So thank you, and hello to everyone again, and appreciate it.
You bet.
All right.
Love you. Have a great weekend.
Same to you.
Tom, thank you so much. And actually, I'm going to, Coach Bob, you're coming up. So the timing on what was just shared is something that I'm going to actually ask. Coach Bob actually put his school group in the link or in the chat here. So if you wanted to check that out. And Santa Corky said, how many schools do we have from our group? In other words, how many people have a school group? And that's actually a very good question. And I know that there are several people here who have school groups. I don't know accountable, besides the people that we've mentioned. How many?
Eric Markman that has Pray with Eric. We got Sandy with Self-Love Rituals. Rebecca David, but this is only for women. It's a healthy, vibrant life for women. And then Mary's got Elevate to Create. Lisa Marie's got Fix It Fred. Corky, of course, Santa Corky. Sherry has a Clean and Healthy Living with Sherry. Scott McElvey has Full Time to Free Time. And then Bob Johnson has Hot Streak Picks. So.
And then Ron Deering, I know, has one. He's not around to share what it is.
No, he decided that he put too much effort into another platform, and he decided not to no longer build that. So It's like we got 9 different schools. So
that's amazing. Karen is saying that she has one too.
Who?
Karen Owens.
Okay, awesome.
So, yeah, we need to make sure that we share those with everybody here so we can support your group. So, yes, please do that. All right. Thank you very much. And now let's go ahead and move on to the Coach Bob and the fact that he's got his school group in the chat. So, Coach Bob, go ahead, unmute yourself, and please share.
Yeah, Rebecca kicked me out of her group. It's only for women.
Yeah, she kicked me out too.
I'm mad at her.
I'm with you guys too. I went in, spoke with her, and she said, "Nope, girls only."
I gotta get in everyone's school group. Hey Terry, where's their school group?
I don't have one yet.
We got to get going. The dogs would be a good, or the monkey thing.
Right?
That would be good for you. But anyways, I just want to say, Robert, I love school. Thanks for turning us on to school.
Yeah.
I think it's such a great, there's not a lot of scammers on there, which is really cool too. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people trying to grab money.
I've read a lot of the, the posts inside of school, and also gone through all the training that they're putting in the back. And by having a cost to your school, that stops a lot of scammers. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's like, so they said if you ever get bombarded with a lot of people, because a person really can't even do a 7-day free trial unless they got a real credit card on file.
Right.
So it keeps the riffraff out for sure. But I think that those things could only be added if you're already having like a difficulty with it. If you wasn't having a difficulty with it, and of course Arthur helped me because I first had the whole entire page was public, and instead of so if you guys see that I'm distracted, it's like I don't know if any of you have. I can't put my hand down on my keyboard because then his nose just goes underneath my arm, and
Back it up. Okay. Jeez. Lay down. Nope. No.
okay.
Jesus Christ. Sorry. Sorry.
He tries to crawl. They both don't realize that they're 80 pounds. You know what I mean? It's like they're lap dogs. They'll try to crawl out in your lap.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I just love school. And the other thing is, it's like commissions, Robert. Like if I join underneath you and then I do a school, do you get commissions on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is, I think it's really good to promote that in school. Really. I mean, you could really do make a lot of money doing that, especially like
Yeah.
promoting you 70-40%. That's,
Yeah.
you don't see that anywhere, right?
No, no. It's, if people got a paying member inside of Unlimited Wisdom, they would make $14 a month off that person.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, and so school now has, they had their $9 deal, but I think that even some people that went through Alex's link or something like that got like 90 days, 90 days. So if some of you are getting some people that are schools underneath you, make sure that, you can promote them because like Karen must have got underneath somebody else when she created her school.
Oh, because you don't see that. You're
No,
not seeing
I
that.
don't see
So
it.
you just see the schools that you
That went through Unlimited Wisdom and then created a school.
gotcha. And what's your commission on that? Is it 42?
Yeah, it's 40 as well.
Wow. That's
So what was
unbelievable.
it? $4 per person.
But if they do the 100,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
that's 40.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I just got to find time to get in everyone's school, and you know what I mean? Because I'm so focused on mine that to try to get into everybody's school and comment and read the things, it just takes time. But I'm getting rid of all my other social media and just going in there.
Yeah, I very rarely do I have any time to go on any other social medias. It's like I don't even have the time to, I'll rephrase that. I have all the time in the world. I'm just spending it more
Right.
on Unlimited Wisdom.
Right.
It's like it is crazy. It's very rewarding and fulfilling to post something in Unlimited Wisdom and have everybody love up on it, and
Yeah.
then take that exact same post and post it on Facebook and get crickets. It's yeah, it's like you can see a little more of an instant harvest when you're planting seeds, on Unlimited Wisdom. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. I just see where it's going.
Oh yeah, I agree. But that's all for me.
All right.
Love and appreciate all you guys.
Love
You
and
guys are
appreciate you, and
awesome.
I really, I can learn. I see. Because here's the thing: wouldn't you guys all agree that, and maybe I'm weird, maybe I'm delusional, because that's a good word now. Me watching someone be excited about something, I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to understand it. I don't need to be a part of it, but I really enjoy watching people be excited about something. You know what I mean? So if I'm watching people, playing Pictionary and everyone's like jacked out of their mind and screaming at each other and stuff, I don't even need to be a part of playing Pictionary without going, man, it's really funny what they're doing. I get a little FOMO even when I see a group and everyone's over there just laughing their asses off. You know what I mean? And they're telling jokes and stuff, and you're like, ah, man, I wish I was part of that group.
Oh, totally agree.
And so seeing, I was telling even Lisa Marie, she had a video that I seen where she was petting this chicken. She was like, "Watch this chicken. I keep petting it, and it's gonna blow up." And I'm like, going, "What is she talking about?" Maybe she didn't say those words, but then Fred reached over and started petting the chicken, and as soon as she let go of the chicken, the boom, all the feathers went up on it. Like it's like, and I just went, wow, I've never seen that. So I just haven't ever been around to blow up chickens. And, and
Are they regular chickens or are they the fancy chickens?
I don't know. Lisa Marie, are they fancy chickens or just normal chickens? But Bob, yeah,
They're just, we've got Americanas. We've got, what are the other ones called, Fred?
Chickens?
Oh yeah, Australorps.
Oh.
Those two are Australorp. And we've got Plymouth Rock, Plymouth Rock. What?
now how many people didn't know there was different kinds of chickens? I did.
And we get
Kentucky Fried, Popeyes.
He just brought me in an egg. We have this one Rowdy, we call her.
Okay.
If anybody watched that video that I posted with the little chicks, that one that was zooming back and forth, this is the chicken that I'm talking about right now. We call him Rowdy because he's always just freaking off the walls, just everywhere.
If he was a kid in high school, if he was a kid in elementary school, they'd put him on Ritalin.
Exactly. Oh my God. But anyway, and she just laid an egg this morning, and it's only the second one, and it's bigger than all of them.
Oh, wow.
So the
Wow.
poor babies they had. I was over there this morning. She was just pacing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And stick her head in one of the nesting boxes and right back out, in and out, and it was just crazy. But I'm telling you, we have had so much freaking fun with these chickens. They're
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's a
and I can tell. I can tell when you and Freddie are doing the stuff that you normally would do every day. I just enjoy your school for sure.
and that it makes it so much easier to be yourself.
What a
It,
concept.
I mean, it's ridiculous how much content I have right in front of me,
Yep.
and I don't have to fake anything. I don't have to try to
Act
edit
act
it.
act like somebody else. Act like somebody
Right.
else.
Right. I just get to
Be you.
videos of my life.
It's awesome. It's totally awesome. Thank you. So that's it, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. Love you
Great, great,
guys.
great.
Have a great
What
weekend.
game should I watch this weekend?
I don't know. I like the Denver Broncos, so we'll take the Denver Bronco game.
Okay, cool.
All right, love you, man. You're
I love
all
you
right.
too. You're awesome. You're awesome. If
Coach
I'm not
Bob.
if I'm not gonna pull for a team I don't know, I'll pull for Bob's team. There you
All
go.
right, thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Coach Bob, thanks so much. And Lisa Marie, again, thank you. All right, Karen Owens, I think we're going to wrap up today's Ask Us Anything with Karen. She has her hand up. I'm going to go ahead and unmute and please share with us. Karen, go right ahead.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? Oh,
Wonderful, blessed and highly favored and deeply loved. You ready for the NASCAR race?
oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, we sure are. Yeah, I just wanted to speak to the school stuff. One of the reasons I really like about being part of our group is I get take on challenges that I otherwise would not do. And joining school, it was like the gauntlet was thrown down when you said, who's going to be the first person to get 100 people in this group? Well, I'm happy to say there's 4 of us in my small group, and I didn't realize I didn't sign up under your number or whatever. But I did talk to Jody about this yesterday, in that I don't think it's really my thing to have a school, because I really enjoy partnering.
Totally get it.
You go
Totally get it.
totally. Yes, and Jody and I are working on stuff with numerology, and I don't have a chicken farm, but Jody and I have so much in common, because she's got her Luna and I got our Inga, and we're East Coast. When we have our East Coast time frame. So I was saying I don't want to pull. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing as far as just learning how school works, but that I get the ick factor when it comes to any kind of money stuff. I'm happy to spend my monthly stuff, but I don't want to think about taxes. I don't want to think about, yes, we're perfectly happy,
Yeah, Karen, I tell people this all the time. It's, for me, my entire 38 years or even before that, there may be people that are called to be the preachers, and the pastors and the bishops and the priests and the Pope. I know that I'm always the person that's going to drag the people to them. You know what I mean? So I really identify when you say, I'm really not interested in building a school. I'm more interested in being a part of one. So I don't know if you've ever heard that story. I just love it that it's like it was based like off a Joel Osteen story, right?
Oh.
And so because people knew there was 3 or 4 generations of Osteens. And so the story goes where all of a sudden Joel Osteen dies and goes to the pearly gates, right? And and he goes there, and again, just a story, everyone. And then all of a sudden he goes, well, because of your dedication to bringing people to my kingdom, let me show you where your residence is. And so when he got shown his residence, he's seen that there was houses that were closer to the castle. And he's like, if my grandpa and my dad dedicated their lives to the kingdom, bringing people in the kingdom, and so did I, who in the hell could be in those places, right? And so we asked, and one of the people, the person said, oh, you know one of them. You know one of them. And he's going, really? So they go up there, knocks on the door, and because I'm telling the story, this beautiful lady, Karen, answers the door. And she goes, hi, Joel, how are you? And he looks and he goes, I don't understand. This is the lady that always cleaned our church. I don't understand why she's closer. And the guy said, well, she prayed for your grandpa and everyone in the church. She prayed for her dad, your dad and everyone in the church. And she prayed for you and everyone in the church. If it wasn't for your prayers, your genealogy wouldn't have brought anyone here. I just went, dang, that. So it's the person that's cleaning the church, but she's apparently spent more time praying for that family and what they were doing. And so she got more credit than all of them. And I just love that story. So, we find where we love to be, and we just be the best at being at that place.
That's absolutely true. And I mean, like Jody and I hooked up on this stuff, and there's the technology stuff that we practiced today. Yesterday we talked, and after you had the short session, so I says, oh, Jody's still hanging around. Let me give her a call, because we talked about talking to each other. So then we talked for 45 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
And we talked about, I said, I don't even know how to do this. He said, you said you could use some help with doing your Zooms, kind of like the CJ, but I'm not the CJ.
Right.
I'm the KO knockout girl that I can go in and help maybe learn something about Zoom and help Jody with building her stuff, and so I said, well, let's do a commo check. Here we go with a CO commo check in the military. I said, well, let me see if I can figure out getting on Zoom, and I'll call you tomorrow and we'll do this. So this morning, 10:15, I did my very first Zoom host call, and she's sitting on the exercise bike with her school t-shirt, And I said, it worked.
Oh, that is, yeah. And so you guys know Sam Ovens, the person that started school. I don't know when it's going to happen, but they said that it's almost there where we won't need to use Zoom or any other
Right.
outside stuff to be able to
Yes.
do meetings inside a school platform. So I'm really excited about that. No extra
Well, I'm
charge,
gonna,
unlimited
yeah,
people. Yeah.
that's good. Well, I'm gonna hang on to my little RV thing because it's a placeholder for me to build stuff that talks about trips. It's one of those things that there'll be content on it when we hit the road or we're preparing to go on the road. It's not really something that I'm going to say, oh, every day I'm going to talk about, how many dishes I moved from point A to point B and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's more, it's more about the journey when we get going and rolling. And yeah, so that's,
See, I
that's
love
that.
building communities because I love helping people.
You
And
helped me a lot.
yeah, and all the other things that I've done in the past, it always seemed to be like the community was around being an MDC affiliate. You
Yeah.
see what I mean? And I just didn't want to duplicate that. I just want the availability of being able to help anyone with anything. And of course, if they wanted to know how to do that, I'd steer them someplace else. But I'm not interested in creating a group around a product or a business opportunity. Just
Right.
just a community of people. Yeah.
Yeah, sharing what we're finding out about, people are curious about how to do some trip planning. And I mean, when you have to do it yourself and you do it with an RV and a dog and this and that and the schedules,
I
you
can't
find,
imagine.
I mean, I find it's very, very time intense. But there's things that I learn about, like for an example, it's like the curated trips. We've been talking about it. Kevin and I have been talking about it, that there's an RV company, RV, couple owns a company that they curate all their trips, and you sign up you pay your money, and they've already got the camp reservations. You get on like a little wagon train thing, and
Smart.
it's just yeah. But I'm in there booked in advance and everything else. But there are
Yeah.
YouTubers that are sharing those types of trips. So anyway, that's that. But I don't need to make any money on stuff. I'm just going to play
I
around
get
and
it.
learn how
Yeah.
learn the school stuff and help out and participate, because everybody here is very precious in all their gifts, and I just really appreciate being a part of this group. So
We love you. We
thanks,
love you.
everybody.
Love you, Karen. Have a great weekend.
Have a good
Thank you
time,
so
everybody.
much. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate you. And with that, I think we will call it a Saturday. And we'll call it an Ask Us Anything, which we did today. How awesome is that? Give yourselves a big hand. Thank you guys so much for being here, for participating, for being in our amazing group. Without you, we couldn't do what we do. So bless you. Thank you so very much. We've got a few things in the chat. If you want to save the chat, go ahead. Go in the meeting chat, click the three dots next to where it says Ask Us Anything, and then click on Save Chat. It will download to your computer once we close up today's session. Big shout outs to Jody Falcon, Lisa Marie Cook, Sandy Baker, Tom Booth, Coach Bob, Santa Corky, Karen Owens, and of course Matt Hollis for being our executive producer. Matt, bless you. Thank you. I know you're sitting there with Ezra in hand. We love you and appreciate you too. And Robert and Terry, OMG. What can I say? Thank you guys so very, very much. And thank you for being here, for participating, for being a part of this AUA. So, until next time, please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. I'm going to go ahead and unmute so we can all say so long. And don't forget tomorrow, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Master's Mind. And then Monday, recess at 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. So let's do it. Have a fantabulous day.
All right. Take care. Love you guys. Have a
Bye,
great
guys.
weekend.
Bye, everyone.
Everybody.
Bye, Sarah, Kevin.
Love you
Bye,
all.
Robert.
See you,
Bye,
Jim.
guys.
Bill. Nice
Bye,
to see
Ezra.
everybody.
Terry.
Bye, Melody.
Tom, Jamie,
Hey,
how are you
Karen.
doing? Melody.
Hey, Jody.
Craig.
Have a great
Terry,
day,
Michael.
everyone.
Bye,
Thank
Jody.
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
Arthur, the trade star. Hi, Bill.
Bye.
Hi, Karen. Thank you, Craig. CJ. Talk to you guys
Bye,
soon.
Tom.
Love ya.